Hello and welcome back. What we've got going on here is the GS750 1978 GS750 build that I was going on about in the previous chop build video, CX500 chop build. Chopper is lying down here upside down because I've got some additional welding I'm doing. So I thought I'd give it a chance just to have a little look at this thing. I've now fitted the GSXR600 1998 front forks and wheel setup. The whole center section here, tank, and this cradle down here with the engine is all 1978 GS750. Engines in pieces, as you could probably see some bits up there. Doing a rebuild on that with 850 pistons, so it should be a GS850 with a chain and sprocket setup as opposed to the shafty setup that the 850 has. The rear end is 1998, once again GSXR 600 swinging arm, rear wheel, which surprisingly, with just a little bit of buffing on the inside of the frame, fits perfectly. I need to get a spindle made up. That's the story of my life, spindles. This is just a temporary thing, 14mm spindle. I'll have to get some sleeves made up for for the inside of the swinging arm. I want to go for a dual shock setup to keep it kind of period looking. These are just here resting on the frame. They're not actually attached to anything. I'll have to get some alloy brackets made up and welded onto the swinging arm. But you get the overall look of where it's going, and I think it's going to be an awesome cafe racer. I've built Street Fighters, that's why it's on my mind. It's going to be an awesome cafe racer. Well, I think cafe racers are the predecessors to Street Fighters anyway. So the rear piece here I've cut off, and I will be bending some pipe that I have plenty of and welding it in there. And I'll be putting a Suzuki GS1000 tailpiece on there, and I think that will complement the front end just right. I want to keep this as kind of classic cafe racer looking as possible, but with the benefit of modern front shocks, brakes, and modern rear swing arm brake setup and wheel setup. Also, it means I can go for the wider wheels, which is what I've got going on here. Off the top of my head, apart from building the engine as being my biggest concern on this build, what's kind of cropped up is chain alignment. I'm out by quite a fair bit from front to rear sprocket. Excuse me. The front sprocket is going to have to come out a good, I would say 10 to 15 mil. I'm not sure yet how much to line up with the rear sprocket, but I'll work around that. I can get a dished sprocket or something to work there. There's plenty of meat on here. If you look at the thickness of this nut, there's plenty. I can get a dished sprocket that will come out slightly. And yeah, okay. Hopefully I should be able to post up a video soon of the CX500 progress, but right now it's just lying upside down dead in a corner. But we'll get on that soon.